Virgos. 1 2 1 2 testing. Is this thing on? Virgos. Talk to me. Yeah, Virgo has some type of significant energy in my aura recently as well. So I guess Mercury is just having. I got to look where Mercury is at. Mercury has had some provided some substantial downloads in my life. It was this morning. Yeah, just this morning. No, really, it was last night, right? I sat my phone down, and you know how your phones, the newer phones, they got that sensory thing on it. I don't know if you could turn that thing off or on or not. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I just be using my phone to do mad stuff with it. It's not like my iPhone days. I got a Droid now. Don't y'all attack me either. You know what I mean? This is a Mac that I'm on right now, so watch your tone. But anyway, Virgos, listen, right? About the Mercury thing, so I sat my phone down, and I don't know what made the sensor go off, but the sensor went off, and the light came on the phone, and it was 3:33. So yeah, it was this morning. Pardon me. It was 3:33 a.m. And I'm just looking at it like I'm just staring at it. You know, I catch angel numbers often, but this one was just like, yo, 333, nigga, 333 for real. So I've been learning a lot about what is going on. It's like a secret. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell y'all. I'm holding on to this one for some time. I don't know how long, but yeah, that's happening. So I'm about to do a immediate reading for you. It doesn't mean that you have to make a decision about this reading immediately. It just means that I'm looking at an immediate situation in your life. Subsequently, the card drawn is going to show how you feel about that situation. And lastly, we're going to draw a card to see element that you should factor in related to that situation. All right, I've shuffled the cards, I've cut them now, and now I'm going to draw the first card. This is the present situation at hand, Virgo. Let's get to it. What's that? It looks like Earth. That's what you like, right? That's what you like. You see the planet Mercury? You see the Virgo sign there? Can't make this shit up. Well, maybe we can. That's why we're here as creators, right? We created ourselves, so to speak. I don't know. That just flew out. I was talking about whether I was listening to God, angels, demons, or my higher self when channeling, doing these readings, right? And I had to respond that if I had to guess, I would say I'm talking to my higher self. Like there's actually like a Captain Kirk version of me up there on the Starship Enterprise that's watching me do this. And that's who I'm kicking it with. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that the cliche thing to do is say God, you know? But how can you be sure? How would they know? How would they know? How would they know? Right? How would they know? Well, let's talk about the Ten of Pentacles. This is like jackpot. This is the lottery. You've hit the lottery. You at least have the situation at hand. You know what I mean? And this is something else that tapped into the energy when I was looking at something Mercury, related. It gave me a glimpse. It gave me an insight of something that I put down and I let go of before. So could this be something that's relative to you? Because this could be an unexpected windfall when it comes to finances. You understand what I'm saying? To where you didn't even expect this to happen, or you didn't even expect this to be in alignment with you, because you know, and this is what happens a lot of the times with Virgo energy, Virgos, is y'all, myself included, I'm a Virgo ascendant, Virgo moon. We tend to take our hobbies like real hobbies. Not as jokes, but kind of like jokes. And the reason why they're taken as jokes is because other people look at us like, yo, how are you so good at that? And you consider that a hobby. Like, that's not fair to the other people who don't have those talents. Like, what is wrong with you? Tap into that. You could make this, that, and the third off of that. Like, yo, my cousin seen it. They want 10 of them right now. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, I don't vibe like that. Like, I just do this when I do this. You know what I'm saying? You're very nonchalant about that when you take everything else serious, Virgos. Like, that might be what I'm feeling like this. That's what this is about. Like, turn that hobby into 10 of Pentacles, B. Because you have the skill set to do it. You have the skill set to do it, and you have the support system to do it as well. And this can bring you the type of this could bring you the type of abundance that you won't ever have to lift a finger again. You could just start hiring people and all types of, you could just start opening up savings accounts. You know, it takes a lot of money to save to actually for it to be attractive. You know what I'm saying? You could just start opening up a bunch of savings accounts and just be like, yo, that's how good this money can be. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get any more detail just by looking at the card. But that's what I'm channeling based upon that. I would say this is something that actually, first of all, like I said, this could be a hobby. I'm picking up on a hobby that makes you have fun. Like you have fun doing it. You've spoken to people about this hobby before. You've even been taught how to do this in some type of way. If you haven't been taught directly, it's in your DNA. Your ancestors used to do this thing that I'm talking about. But let's see how you feel about the situation. Bam. What do we have here? Another Virgo card, Virgo. All right? Independent wealth. This is the 9 of Pentacles. So it's going to be successful, and you know it. You know it's going to be successful. This is the green light. You feel this is going to be successful. You feel you're going to be having all that money behind you, support, cushion. But you also know that it's going to take hard work, which is right up your alley. However, you know that this hobby, this creative thing that you've just been sitting with, or, you know what I mean, doing on your leisure time, is something that you're now going to have to take as serious as your work. Whatever you do for work is the same rules apply, because that's how you move. That's how y'all moving. And y'all know that. There's nothing that I really got to beat into you. You already know that. And so you should approach it in the same type of way. You should apply the same type of wisdom and the same type of maturity that comes with your whatever it is that you're doing now for finances. All right? And indulge in it. Don't, the same way that you have fun as it is a hobby, have fun with it the same type of way. If you got to spend a dollar or two more on it, spend it. You're going to get it back. This is something that when you spend it, you're going to get it back. It's that serious. All right? Venus is right there. It's going to be a relational skill, because two people are having a conversation in that 10 of Pentacles card. You understand? Venus rules over 2 or more. 2 parties or more. It's gonna work. This is the elemental factor that you should factor in about this situation. What's that, the star in reverse? It sure is. You know what I feel? I feel that you believe that when this thing gets going, it's going to become boring to you, because it's going to turn into a business when it was just something that you did in the past time, something that you did for fun, and it was cool, but then all of a sudden it's not cool now. As a matter of fact, you may know this, and you do know this, but you also know the abundance that comes with it, and you know with that abundance is going to come a cycle to where, let's say you're doing something that is so unique that it's custom, that only you know how to do it. Or it has to bear your name. It has to be touched by you, and that's what makes it unique. That's what makes it so valuable. That can get you bogged down to the point where you're no longer inspired, because, and I think it's going to have more to do with, the rigidness applied to it. Because when it was a hobby, right, you got something else going on. You got something else going on that keeps you busy. You work, it generates revenue, your life is straight. But you know that this is going to double that. It's not going to be fun anymore. It's not. And that's what you fear. You fear it's going to be a hopeless thing to do, and it's going to bring you despair because you're going to be sunk in that. So I'm just saying, be aware that this is something that you should consider before making any kind of decision. And if you want my advice, the thing that I would say is train people how to do what you do. But But that's just my advice. You don't got to take it. All right? I'm out.